So what I've done here, I've made the bread and butter marmalade pudding in a big dish just to show you. So what I've done is I've done the same as the first video, where I've buttered the bread, put some marmalade on, put another piece of bread on top, done the same again and put another piece on, and then I've just cut them into triangles and squeezed them in. So you can see underneath there's the triangles. I've just put them all the way along. I've done some singular ones and then I'm just literally squeezing it in. I've cut these into smaller pieces and I'm just pushing it in to make sure it's tightly packed. So I'm going to fill the top and just fill in the gaps. There we go. So that's all tightly packed in there. You just push them down, squeeze them in, fit them. I mean, you can cut them into finger size if you want to. I've just always done them in triangles. Now I'm going to mix the milk mixture with the vanilla essence, and then I'm going to pour that in, and I'm just going to leave it on the side to soak in. Now when I'm pouring the milk, I'm making sure I'm pouring it over all the bread, like individually. So I'm making sure that all the bread is getting some milk over the top. So I'm going to let that stand for a little while, and then I'll probably top it up again just to let the bread soak in the milk. The reason I haven't given measurements for this, it just depends on the size of the dish that you have, and how much milk is soaked up by the bread that you've used. So go with your own judgment. So now I'm going to leave this to stand for a little while. And you can see under here, you can see the milk is at the bottom. I'm just gonna leave it to soak into the bread. So I've just come back to the pudding, and you can see it's soaked up all the milk. So you can see it's all quite dry at the bottom. So now I'm just going to top it up with a little bit more milk. Just all over. There we go. So again, it's quite full, and that will probably be my last top up. So here it is. So there's a little bit of milk at the bottom. And I'm just trying to show you the texture. So if I put my finger in the bread, it's really squishy and my fingerprints are still in, because every bit of bread has soaked up the milk. That's just my way of trying to show you the sort of texture of the bread. So I've just sprinkled a little bit of brown sugar over the top, as you can see. Now what I have forgotten to do is to butter the inside of this dish. So it's going to be a little bit of a nightmare to clean up afterwards. So please remember to butter the dish that you're going to use. So this is the bread and marmalade pudding, bread pudding. It's calmed down now, it's cooled down a little, so it sort of shrinks back into itself. So that's all done, and we'll probably have that with some custard.